All right, everybody, welcome in, Hugo, the one who resides, and Drac. How are you all doing? My apologies, my my main monitor went like black for a second, which isn't good, which is not good. But it seems to be all good now. We are back today, streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. Let's see how it goes. I think I did sort out my network issues. My laptop is connected to the 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi again, and I'm getting 4 times the upload speed that I used to get. So the dual streaming or multicasting should not be any problems at all. Drac, you're about to go live yourself, but you wanted to stop and say hello. You love my face. Thank you, Drac. Always appreciate it. Even if you only pop in for a minute or 5, we still appreciate you and just love the dedication. You must enjoy your stream, and let's see. The plan is, here's the thing. We need to go back to the end so that I can get my wings. So I spent a lot of time today gathering up a little bit of backup gear. I just need to still combine these boots. And then I've got the pumpkin, and I did actually go and add a data pack so that we don't see the pumpkin overlay. So that's going to make things easier in the end. Because I don't think I want to take my netherite gear with me to the end. Definitely not all of it. So we'll use the backup gear that I've made to go to the end and just see if we can find a city with a ship and an elytra. So first things first, I need to gather some experience. As you can see, I've only got 1 level of XP, so I need to gather a little bit of XP so that we can combine these boots, and then we are gonna go end raiding. Alright, let's see. So I've got my chest plate, protection 4, unbreaking, mending. That should do. Protection 4, unbreaking, mending on the pants, and the boots will have feather falling 2, fire protection. That's the best I could do. Depth strider and unbreaking. So these are not specifically set up for the end. It's just a decent set of backup gear. I didn't bring a helmet because we are going to be a pumpkin face when we go to the end, but that's all right. What's the most dangerous thing in the end now will be number 1, looking at Enderman. So we've got that checked off. Not going to be doing that. The second thing is falling. Either falling from a high place or falling into the void. So we definitely don't want to take that risk. Lucas! Hello, Lucas. Welcome in. We are just finalizing my preparations to go back to the end so that I can get my wings. Spooky also sneaking in. Spooky. You are going to really need to work on your sneaking skills, because I see you come in every time. But good try anyway. Welcome in, and I hope you've all been having a wonderful weekend so far. Well, weekend, it's only Friday. But since I'm off and only working on Monday, my weekend started yesterday already. So, alright. I think let's stop yapping. I'm going to get some experience, and I'll, in the process, I'll be able to show you a few things that I've done today. Let's see, maybe. So I've been really dealing with villagers today. If you caught the end of the stream yesterday, I was busy working on villagers, and today I spent majority of the day continuing my work on the villagers. Biggie, welcome in, welcome in. We are just busy with the final preparations, then we're gonna go to the end. But in the meantime, Biggie with the check-in. Welcome, welcome. So you guys might notice that a few things are looking a little different on my display. So I've added a couple of data packs and resource packs. So the one just changes the font of the game, just looks a little bit fresh and different. You'll see my cursor is a tiny dot now instead of the usual Minecraft cursor. And then if we go in here, I've done a little bit of decorating. I've got 5 cartographers here who have been proven to be really useful, especially after I introduced them to a zombie and then gave them golden apples to bring the prices down. On the other hand, we've got a couple of leather workers. Now these guys are not very useful, but I'm using them to buy clothing for the armor stands. So, but they have also been introduced to the zombie and given a golden apple. So their prices are really, really reasonable. But here's where the magic happens. We can trade glass panes with most of these guys, and that gives me a little bit of experience. I think 3 or 4 of them has the glass pane trade, and between 4 and 5 panes for an emerald isn't all that bad. Given that we can buy glass blocks from the librarians down underneath my base, this is really not a bad trade. So I need to, I simply just can't remember how much I pay for the glass blocks. But I've been buying item frames and selling glass panes to these guys, and it's been working. It's been working to gather the experience that I needed to do my backup gear. Now we probably need to wait for those guys to just reset their trades. And they can do it twice a day, or they can reset their trades, and we can trade with them twice every Minecraft day. But they seem to be a little lazy to reset the trades. But then, on the other hand, we've got another source of experience in emeralds. We've got these farmer villagers, and I've started introducing them to zombies as well. So this guy over here is down to 1 pumpkin and 1 melon for an emerald. And then I think Wilfred over here is also down to 1 pumpkin and 1 melon for an emerald. So that's also a pretty good source of experience and emeralds. But the more concerning part of these trades at the moment is the emeralds. And obviously the experience that we get from it. Hey, see, we're up to level 20 already. I think that should be enough to get the boots sorted out. If it's not, we'll just come and do a little more trading. I do want to go and check how much the librarians charge for glass, but I think it's all in all a pretty good deal. We are making profit when it comes to emeralds. We're making loads and loads of profit. Alrighty, so let's go and check quickly. I don't think I'm gonna trade glass. I'm just really interested now to see what they charge for the glass. So they give me 4 blocks of glass for 1 emerald. So I think all in all, we are profiting emeralds from the glass. We're basically getting free emeralds if you think about it like that. Right, now let's see if the experience is enough to just combine the boots. So we're gonna... That's 9. Oh, no. I'm happy with 9. I mean, and then if we add the book, that's another 9. What? Anybody with a name for the boots? So these boots will have fire protection, feather falling 2, depth strider 3, unbreaking 3, and mending. So any name ideas out there? Okay, we'll go with... But it's 2, so we have to make it feathers. Alright. Cool beans. Now. Let me put away all these things and go and see if we can face another fear and actually get ourselves some wings. And obviously, look, not gonna go there for wings only. We are going to have to come back with a few shulkers as well, because really, then I don't know, what did I do with my other ender chest? I have absolutely no idea what I did with the other ender chest, so we will probably have to make another one. I should have everything that I need. One of those, we can probably grab this one. Alright, Misfit, thank you for being here though. I do appreciate it. Even if you're lurking, you're more than welcome to lurk. Like I said, we are only going to try and get the wings for now. And once we get the wings, then we'll decide as to what we're gonna get up to next. But alright, I got another ender chest. Because, honestly speaking, can you ever have too many ender chests? I don't think so. Well, what is that glass still doing there? Do I need an axe in the end? Why would I need an axe in the end? Well, we'll take the Silk Touch axe with us. I just need to go and grab a few building blocks. Because otherwise we might get stuck. Oh. Should we take some? We probably should take some ender pearls with us as well. 2 slots of ender pearls. I can do that. Like so. And okay, we'll sort out the inventory when we get to the end, when we get to the portal. Because I'm definitely not taking all my nether goodies or netherite goodies into the end. I think once we are done, once we've got the wings, well, or once we try to get the wings, we'll come and work on this little area a little more. I want to actually finish this path coming up here to the village so that we can start working on redoing these villager houses. Do have a water bucket. I don't know why I've got shears with me, but that will just have to come along on the journey. We can drop them off at this chest next to the nether portal. Sure, that'll work. So guys, again, as always, please just let me know if the Twitch stream lags up or anything. According to what I'm seeing on my dashboard, everything is looking smooth, even with the YouTube stream running together with this one. Alrighty. This is probably the safest thing in the nether. Ender pearls near the peak because the shulkers are very annoying, and food near the pearls or peak. Yes, we'll sort that out just now when we get to the portal. If I'm right, it's the first turn left, right, and then the portal should be on the right. Alrighty, just set our spawn. Then I think this chest we can use for backup things, but I am going to... Ooh. Guys, I'm gonna have to... I'm either gonna have to go back or I'm gonna... Okay, well, we'll probably take the netherite Silk Touch pickaxe with us. We'll take the sword, take the pickaxe, We'll take the Silk Touch axe with us. We can take... Thank you, Lucas. Thanks for the hearts. Okay, so... do this. The helmet can... So these things will just store in the ender chest. I think a stack of the ender pearls can go in there. Maybe just move things around a little bit. So... That's all right, Lucas. Listen, is it worth bringing slow falling potions? I think I've still got some slow falling potions left from the dragon fight. So I don't know, do you think we should... yeah, I thought so. Because especially when we are in a city and those pesky shulkers starts firing at us, because they are going to eat me. They are going to eat me, and I am going to go up in the air. So then, alright, so we'll just fall back and see if we still have slow falling potions. At least it's not such a big distance to travel. Probably only going to take like 2 or 3 minutes to do this. And no, you know what? Yesterday I might have been playing for time before taking on the dragon. Today, I'm not playing for time. I just simply didn't think about slow falling. Which I do hope I still have some. I don't think I used all of them for the dragon fight. Now, I won't have a lot of them. So we're going to have to be careful with them. But I mean, I only need to drink them once I'm... Well, I can actually drink them once the shulker sends me up in the air. Now am I... And I took the wrong turn, didn't I? Yep. Took the wrong turn. In the main tower, there is like 10 to 12 of them, alright. But now here's the thing. Should we like... actually go through the main tower first, or should we just try and go for the ship first so we can get the wings? Because that's kind of what I was thinking of doing, so that when we've got the wings, we can always glide. If they hit us, send us up in the air, we can always glide down. Now am I... Nope, I took the wrong turn again. I need to turn right. Is it? Misfit, I do have almost 2 stacks of rockets in my ender chest. So I am definitely bringing the ender chest with me. I'm not going to keep the rockets on me. Oh, wait. Alright. Still. So I need to go that way. I think first ship, then there will be a runway you will be able to land on. Alright. So we'll do that. I know there are a few shulkers on the ship as well, but that should be... we should be able to handle them. Definitely should be able to handle them. Ooh. Always lovely coming back to the overworld in the night time. Yes, there will be the Dragonhead too. We better not forget to grab that. Better definitely not forget to grab a Dragonhead. No, 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 skeleton. Not here for you. Not here to play with you. Anything. Alrighty, alrighty. Let's see if I've still got slow falling potions. This is water breathing. This is weakness. Slow falling. I've got plenty. I mean 5 at 4 minutes each. That should definitely be enough to carry us through. Alright, those creepers, we're just going to ignore them. Just like we never saw them. Because we're actually 30 minutes into the stream already and I haven't gone to the end. I haven't returned. But we're gonna get there just now. I must just remember to use the Silk Touch pickaxe if I pick up the ender chest. I think that's what that could have been where my other ender chest disappeared to. I might have tried to pick it up with the wrong pickaxe. Alright, dude, get out of my way, I'm coming through. Thank you. Well, I don't know why I'm thanking you, because you absolutely did not get out of the way. Here we go. You know what else I should have brought? I should actually have brought trapdoors. I'm not gonna go back now. Because how are we gonna get through the portals? The only other way is using an ender pearl. Unless we should be able, there should be wood over here. Yes, the library. There should be wood in the library, which you can just grab to make a couple of trapdoors. many do we have? 8. I want to try and get 12 pieces of wood. And then another 4 to make a crafting table. Drink slow falling before throwing the pearl. So if it misses, you have a lot of time to react. Yes, but I think we can do it much safer by using trapdoors. Alright. So we're gonna put the two additional slow fallings away. We've got a full stack of arrows. We've got our bow. So this should be good. Alright, everyone, wish me luck. Here we go. Alright, thanks, Lucas. Let's see. Oh, I do have my pumpkin, so I can look at those guys and they won't do anything, right? Right. That just makes it a little bit safer. And seriously, the end does feel a little bit safer than the nether. Except maybe for the big drops when you fall into the void. Which that just doesn't feel. That's just absolutely not safe. Okay, let's eat. Wait, what's going on? Let's just build up. So there should be nothing other than the shulkers that's dangerous to us, right? In terms of mobs. The only dangers is falling and, well, I guess even with the shulkers, the danger remains falling. Because they will send you up in the air and then you will fall and take damage. Ooh. Ooh. I was pressing backwards and jumping. I almost killed myself without any mobs being involved. So alright, if I've got this right, put a should be able to put a trapdoor and put it there. No, I should put it lower. Ooh. So I'm already messing this up. Okay, so if we put the trapdoor there, that should do it. Oh, easy as that. I think while we are here, let's just build our way out. Just make sure this is relatively safe as well. Right, that should do. Render distance. Let's see. Should be able to jack this up. Out. Getting too much. Yeah, that's all right. Still getting 60 frames. Now we can actually see. Okay, well, how do we get these? Because we should definitely get some of these porous fruits as well, or flowers. Don't know what are they used for. I have no idea. But it's probably a good idea to grab a couple. Lucas, yes, we were talking about it in Misfit stream earlier. So I do watch it, but I haven't watched the latest season yet. So please don't spoil anything. I think Misfit also said she hasn't watched the latest season yet. Just see, let me just make a note of the 562 negative 1071. Let me just grab the coordinates in case we get lost. Alright, and then we need to pick a direction and go. I should stop turning my head to look at chat while I'm running, especially in the end, because that could end me pretty easily. Well, let's see if we can find anything. So that's a bigger island over there. Now, I don't know what to look for when I'm looking at the map. But I think let's go over to this island. And see and listen. I'm definitely, absolutely not going to use an ender pearl to get over there. We will use the building blocks that I brought. I'm not going to take unnecessary risks. And everyone, if I do get a little bit quiet, please bear with me. I am trying to not like lose my life. Because that wouldn't be funny. That would not be funny at all. Might be fun to watch. Wouldn't be funny. Lucas, look, yes, I've played with this Distant Horizons before, but geez, that kills my computer. I can't I can't play with Distant Horizons. That absolutely kills my computer. Now my finger better not slip from the shift key. There's so many scary noises going on. I'm starting to believe that the building blocks I brought might not be enough. And Lucas, the other thing about Distant Horizons that I don't like. So yes, it renders much further, but the further areas, the quality of the render isn't all that great. And that usually does bother me quite a bit. So I think for now, I'll stick to what I've got. No, 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 no. Don't do that. You could have brought snowballs to test for throwing ender pearls. I could have. I didn't think about it, and you didn't say anything before I came. Look, and seriously, Resides, I'm kind of a little bit of a wuss. Chicken, whatever you want to call me. I don't like the idea of falling into the void. So I'm going to try and do this as safely as absolutely possible. Hmm. All right, alrighty. See, can we see anything? So it will show up on the map as purple blocks. So we should be able to cross over there, go further north. Now I'm already out of building blocks. They're probably gonna have to take some of this end stone to build with. All right, I know I should be able to, well, not should be, I can definitely ender pull over there, but I'm not going to. Just going to build myself a smooth path over there. Not taking any unnecessary risks, I'm honestly. Even though I've left most of my precious items in my ender chest, I'm really trying not to end myself. Still nothing. How far are these cities? On. And then you find a city. It's not guaranteed that it's going to have a ship, is it? Wait. No, no, it's not. Only another floating island. Well, the night sky is beautiful. Well, look, really, the end isn't that scary if you forget about the void. Seeing anything yet? I'm sweating. I can't say whether it's because it's hot out here or whether it's the nerves. I am not slouching though. I'm sitting up as straight as can be. Wait. There. Oh, there's one. And it's got a... Is that a ship? It's got a ship. Now, the next question. Is that ship over the void, though? Is the ship over the void? Because that's going to not be very awesome. If it is, look away. Most likely seems that it is. Right, I'm gonna need more building blocks. Hey, let's do this. Let's do this. Probably gonna need to build across here. Jeez. I'm not gonna have enough blocks to get over there. Have to get more blocks. Even though, isn't there... Let's just see on the map. Maybe there's an easier way to get over there. Oh! Oh! You can just, well, walk across. Oh, why didn't you say so? That was a waste. Just walk all the way around. Not putting ourselves in danger. Hmm. Now the problem is that ship is absolutely 100% over the void. Which is risky, but the moment that we get the wings, that becomes a lot less risky. I do think we have to go for the ship first. We absolutely have to go for the ship first. And I'm thinking there might be a sneaky way we might be able to do it. We are going to build up to the ship and try and get the wings. Now I should actually have brought a few books like mending and unbreaking books with me, so that we can just enchant the elytra when we get it. Obviously never thought of that now, did I? I always preach about proper preparation, and even though I always preach about it, I personally never do it. I'm never fully prepared for anything. And this is a... All right. Should be able to Just go around here. And here it is. There it is in its full glory. I'm just trying to collect more. Well, I've got over 2 stacks. That should be alright, I think. Now, here's the question. Can we actually build up right underneath the ship and just break through the bottom? Wouldn't that theoretically be the easier way to go about it? Because I really don't want to end my life in the void. No, Misfit, I've also never done this before, so we're in the same boat. No pun intended. Yes, I think we're gonna build up right underneath the ship. And try and get into it from the bottom. I think so. Am I lined up properly? Yes, this should be good. Risk it for the biscuit, says Lucas. Risk it for the biscuit. Yes. But I am going to try and do this underneath the ship. This good? I'll just drink one of that. Ooh. I've got this. I got this. Listen, okay, well, wait. I just need to break. let me just get a little bit of water and cool off. Thank you, Misfits. Thanks, Misfit, for the 10 bits. Thanks, Kit. I really do appreciate the congratulations. I've got an Elytra, and look, honestly, guys, that might not have been the most interesting trip to get the Elytra. That's definitely for sure not the most interesting trip to watch me get an Elytra. But it's my first one, and I had to be as safe as possible. Listen, my palms, my arms, my everything is sweaty. Never mind just my palms. But I have it. Thank you, Lucas. I do absolutely have it. Oh my, Misfit, thanks again for the bits. I do appreciate it. Now, you know what would have been more scary? if you did the bits or any sort of redeem just as I was like halfway up to the ship. I'm actually shaking. Thanks, guys. Now we need to get a few shulkers. And I'm actually wasting my slow falling now. But yes, strictly speaking, we don't need the slow falling. Of course, we can put this baby on. Right. Ooh, gold. We'll take it. Saddle, no thank you. Diamond horse armor. We can upgrade our horse with diamond armor. And you know what? Let's take the chests. Oh, a diamond spear. Unbreaking mending. This is going to be a problem though. Because I am going to want to take everything that I can take. How many? There's only netherite horse armor. I'm not sure. How many shulkers is on the ship? Is it only that one? Wait, did I get it? Yes. Are they shooting me from all the way over there? Anything up there? Nope. Oops. Right, so how's the safest way for us to get that little dragon head? I'm all about doing it the safe way. And the safe way is probably not keeping a bow in my hand. Oops. Oh, dropped one into the void recently. Yes, that is a bummer. Alright, let's see. How about we... Just to be safe, that's 4 minutes of safety. We'll just try and stay under the roof. Didn't that one... So, they don't drop shells every time? Well, from what I can see so far, they don't. Ugh. And listen, I'm not a parkour champ, so I'm not even going to attempt it. Wow. But if they hit me, that should actually be to my advantage. Porgy, welcome in, my friend. Long time no see. We just got our wings. I do notice you. Oh, and you say you're not dealing with a YouTube chat delay. Yes, I am on YouTube as well, but yes, I don't know. I wasn't checking the YouTube chat. Sorry about that. But I'm sure you can understand. I was in a tricky situation Now I'm dropping all of these end rods. I do have feather falling still. Paunchy, yes, I'm willing to answer. If you give me a little bit of time to just deal with these guys, then I'll be happy to answer your questions. Hmm. Uh, which white block do you rather farm? What do you mean, Paunchy? Which white block do I rather farm? My favorite white block in the game is stripped spruce logs. So that will be the one that I would rather farm. Okay, so nothing up here. No, really? Got 5. So 5 is not even enough for 2 shulkers. No! Alright. Let's see. Jeez, how far do these guys see me? But all right, I've got. I'm all right. I'm gonna get out of here. I think this is enough. Where do we go? Hi. I'm out of here. Let's go back. Let's go back home. I've had enough. I absolutely had enough of this. I've got the wings. That's what matters. And probably get a few rockets out of the ender chest. And then we can return back home. How long has this got left? 14 seconds. That's all right. I believe I can fly too, Paunchy. Let's see, where's home? This is the... Alright, so I should just fly straight. Well, we can probably just... well, alright. I don't know how long the Elytra will last. Because it doesn't have mending, it doesn't have any enchantments on at the moment. So let's just see. We can... I should be able to make it though. Let's see, so this it's pretty much straight in this direction. Now you will see, okay, well, there's the portal. Would really not be awesome if I got my first Elytra and I break it over the void. All right. Thank you for joining me, guys. We've got the wings. Just look at them. About 40 blocks, if I remember correctly. All right, fair enough. We did awesome. I believe you can fly quartz or concrete or other. I don't think a laboratory made of wool is a good idea. No, look, definitely in my opinion, quartz and stripped pale oak. That's the best white wood or white blocks, building blocks in the game. I don't like concrete. The texture of concrete just doesn't work for me. Now, why am I... Yes, you see, I came back home and I slept in this bed and I never set my spawn at the nether portal or at the end portal. So we're probably just gonna have to run over there. Let me just bring this back down. It will take a lot of stacks, at least 10 stacks, so it should be something that you can easily access. Alright, then quartz is probably best, because you can trade with the villagers for quartz. But then on the other hand, pale oak is also not too difficult to access. Well, alright, let's just deal with these guys. Burning. Oops. Alright, time to clear the inventory. You can probably put these things away and put that away and get the nether goodies back out. The netherite. Now the dragon egg. The dragon egg I'm going to put away here with the dragon egg, because we will still build a little bit of a monument for those things. Definitely we'll build a monument where we can put the dragon egg and the dragon egg. So end blocks, don't have anywhere to put them. They'll probably just go in there. Yes, now the next problem, Lucas, is going to be gunpowder. Now I do have a little bit of gunpowder. I've got 2 stacks and a little bit. So it's not an immediate problem. But I will probably have to build like a mob farm. Paunchy, you say you need room ideas. You have 4 out of 10 rooms done. You need 6 more ideas. Yes, the main egg will probably be in the middle of the main tower. Paunchy, so the dragon head and the dragon egg will probably be close to where that glass block is. That's the idea anyway. Alright everyone, let me get this inventory cleared out. Then we need to go back to the end portal, so we can just pick up a few of the things that we left behind. I can't remember if I left anything important back there, but we need to go and just make sure, even though that will be quite an easy trip, I think. Gold helmet, go in there, potions. Go right in there. Bottles. These things can all be put away now. Hmm. Gee, so look, this whole little end trip actually took just about an hour. Alright, Misfit, you're going to get off of here now. Your head really hurts. You did awesome and I'll watch the rest later. That's perfectly fine, Misfit. Don't worry about it. You go and lie down. Get your head sorted. Don't worry. Like I always tell you, it's fine if you pop in for 5 minutes or if you pop in for 5 hours. I appreciate it all the same. So the main concern is that you feel better. So go and lie down, relax, be chill. We will be here. We'll be here for a little bit longer, and we will be here again tomorrow. So don't sweat it, Misfit. Have a lovely day further, and I hope you feel better very, very soon. And now, these things, oh well, that I want to use. Light goes there. Glass bottles can go in there. Ender pools can go back where they belong. Get my goodies back. Alright, so this needs unbreaking. Is it only unbreaking and mending that can go on an elytra? Thank you, Piggy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, so unbreaking, I'm going to probably need to get a book for that because I don't think I've got a villager that trades unbreaking. Unless, and I don't think I've got a book that's got unbreaking. Curse of Binding, yes, Ponchy. I can probably put that on there. But to be honest, I'm not going to. No, Lucas. Absolutely no curses are going on there. Not a single curse will go on there. So right, now I need to work on getting unbreaking because I don't think I've got an unbreaking book anywhere. Let's just see. I don't think that's piercing and protection. That is piercing. Efficiency. Smite. Silk touch. Soul speed. I don't have any. And fortune, so that's not going to help. Punchy, about your laboratory room. I would say glass with a, you can put glass with a armor stand inside to make it look like you're actually doing things to something. The armor stand can have like you can put a mob head on it, some armor, so that it looks more like a mob. And then, yes, other than that, I can't really think of any ideas right now. Oh, let's get our... Let's get some shulkers. That's going to be helpful. Zombified piglin behind bars, that can also work really well. But no, Lucas, a zombified piglin, if you bring it to the overworld, the zombified piglin will stay a zombified piglin, right? I think the zombified piglin will stay a zombified piglin, so you can definitely do that. Yes, and then what do you mean with the breadwinner stand? I also don't really well, Ponche, it could be something that the resin professor are experimenting on. Lucas, you mean a brewing stand? how do how do you get from a brewing stand to a breadwinner stand? Yes, all right. Listen, yes, as I say, I assumed that was autocorrect. Yes. But even I wouldn't have gotten to that. All right, wait. What did I want to do now? I want to take a quick run back to the end portal. Just make sure that I didn't left anything back there that's important. Just make sure we didn't leave anything important back there, because listen, we will definitely go back to the end again at some point just to get a little more shulker shells. Yes, Ponchi, that's what Lucas is saying about a portal. We will definitely have to have a portal room in every one of the towers, because I'm going to link up the towers through the nether with nether portals. So definitely a portal room. And we're going to have to think about how are we going to make the portal room look good. In a white sort of lab environment. Oh, you know what to do with the portal. That's great. That's awesome. Right, let's see. We do have a bed. Did I leave anything? I didn't leave anything important over here, but we can just take these things back with us. Alright, so 5 out of 10, 5 remaining. Okay, Punchy, but explain to us what is the 5 rooms that you've already got? Maybe that will give us some ideas as to what other rooms we can have. Because I would definitely think that there should be like a library or credit room, archive room with books and things. That's definitely, we need to have that in there. Because remember that that tower is going to be a research tower. Ah, lovely, 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 lovely rain. All right, now gonna drop these blocks off. Not necessarily, but if you want, I think definitely that's something we should have there. But what are you thinking of the size for those towers? I can't remember what we were talking about in terms of size. Entrance, archive, resin heart on the ceiling, prison, 5 test tubes. Alright guys, listen, I'm going to run over to the skeleton farm. I need to take a quick break. But while I'm taking a break, I'm going to let the skeleton spawner run so that we can get a few skeletons, maybe get a little bit of experience. Because I need to find a unbreaking enchantment so that we can sort out the enchants on my elytra. And you see, I thought this is where I left my ender chest. I had the nasty suspicion that that's where I left it. Alright guys, I'm gonna go have a quick break. I'll be right back. Now, I'm not going to put you over on the BRB screen. I'll just let you watch the skeletons. I'll be back within a minute or two. all right, I'm back. Yes, well, custom banners, definitely. I think custom banners, but that's, yes. Somebody will have to design the custom banners because I'm also not good at that. But custom banners, but that's not, like custom banners will not be a room on its own. Like, I don't know, Ponchi, what do you think about like a throne room? 15 by 15 by 45 tall. Yes, that's about half the size of the main tower, so that'll be good. But you see, Ponchi, I'm really bad at coming up with these ideas. Because usually when I start to build something, it just comes along as I am building. I really can't think of a lot of these room ideas beforehand. I just need to start doing it when I'm actually building it. Another thing, can we have a room there with villagers? So, because why I'm thinking of a throne room is like the scientist that was investigating the resin and then slowly turned into resin. We can imagine that he started believing that he's the king of the world or something. So that's why I think a throne room will make sense. And then I'm sure we can have a little bit of a room with a few villagers in. We'll need to decide, like, maybe cleric villagers. That we can imagine the resin captured there to work on research or something. So I'm definitely thinking that's something that we might be able to do as well. Yes, the throne will be made by the resin. That works. Okay, let's see, where can we put this in the chest? Maybe we can leave the ender chest right here. Yes, I've got the more beds. Well, I must have the more beds. Where else did I get this one? Yes, so I do have Morbaids, the Morbaids data pack. Okay, dark outside. I have a little sleep. Yes, you can do that. Put a placeholder ahead for now. Or you can just put a armor stand. We can always just dress it up and later on when I'm building the tower. I didn't come with my horse, did I? No, I did not. I'm definitely going to have to bring some oak planks to fix this path. Alright, so now how are we gonna maybe trade glass? Yes, yes, yes. Let's go and trade some glass, see if we can get to level 30. You say you will think you will make the villager scientists kind of fuse together by a blob into a blob by the resin, but how are we going to make that work in Minecraft? Righty, let's see if we can go and trade some of this glass for more XP. Because these guys over here are really good with trading. Well, most of them anyway. 6! Why did the price go up? Used to be 4 and 5. Now suddenly it's like 6. Right, and you guys reset your trades. Thank you very much. That's 22 levels. You can go and buy more glass. That'll give us some more levels. A blob of resin blocks with heads where there shouldn't be heads. Alright. So that can work. And look, using the armor stands, we can even make it look like the top part of the body is also sort of fused into the resin. We can by using the armor stands, we don't only need to have the heads stick out. We can do some where a part of the torso also sticks out. Come on, let me in. Bloody hell. And then a mending book. Who's selling mending books again? Fortune, Silk Touch, Mending 14. Now I assume, okay, well, you sell bookshelves, so I can take one of those. And we can... grab books. We can get a mending book. So now we only need a Unbreaking 3. Villagers have an economy. If you buy something a lot, you will rise the price and literally tell others to rise the price. But I'm not only buying glass or selling glass. I try to mix it up. So now we are on 26 levels. I'm going to sell some pumpkins and melons. Maybe that'll give us the 30 levels we need. So you... Right, and you... I don't really need a lot of golden carrots. We can take a few, thank you very much. That's 28 levels. Mini blocks, I've got that as well. I do have mini blocks and we can easily, yes, we can trade the mini blocks with a wandering trader. But we can also use the stone cutter to make the mini blocks. So we have options for mini blocks, yes. Let's see if these guys have reset their trades. Well, only 49 emeralds. That's not going to get me very far. Should have brought more. Okay, well, let's make glass panes. No, not you. You got glass, thank you. And you, thank you. That's level 30, but now the big question is going to be, am I going to be able to get an unbreaking book with the first try? Because we can't, you can't put the elytra in an enchanting table, can you? Don't really think so. Yep, that's not going to do anything. Well, that's unbreaking 1. Should we take it? I mean, we could always combine them if we need to. Hydrate. Yes, I will. I will hydrate. Thank you very much. Hey, Lucas, enjoy your lurk. Catch you later. And thanks for sticking around. I do appreciate it. Just go see if we can trade these last few pumpkins and melons. Okay, nice. Back to level 30. I'll put the placeholder for them. They'll mostly be resin for this tower. I've got one main issue, DC video length limit. If I want to show you the tower, I'll have to do divide a lot. Well, Ponchi, you can always do it like with screenshots. I don't think it's necessary, or it's not 100% necessary to do it in a video. You can always do screenshots. Or otherwise, can't you like upload the videos to well, I'm thinking upload it to something like a Dropbox or a like I'm thinking maybe Dropbox or what's there's a few other video hosting sites that you could use. This is gonna suck. It's now gonna struggle getting this unbreaking book. In total, it's about 15 plain screenshots, not counting the other side of stuff or books. Well, I see the issue. I see the problem there. But like I say, can't you use another like video hosting site? I mean, you can always you can upload it to YouTube as a private video and share the link. That'll work. I mean, YouTube's video limits are 12 hours. So that's the only solution I can think of to get past the video limits, is upload it to YouTube in a private video and share the link. Or yes, the other option would be a video call, maybe. Then you can share your screen with me, then that could also work. Right, I think, let's see. Let's go and see if we can get the unbreaking now. Otherwise, we'll need to trade with the librarian villagers again. This is going to definitely be a pain to get this unbreaking book now. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to get a librarian somewhere that can give me that can trade me an unbreaking book. Because this is going to take forever. Hey, Ponchi, you say you have a great idea to count the neat stuff building in survival. What's the idea? Because look, I never have enough stuff for the builds I wanna do. Geez, this is not going to... I'm gonna have to get a villager. Let's see, what do I need for what would I need for what is that thing? A lectern. It's slabs and a bookshelf. I should have that available. Should have a bookshelf in here. I should have some slabs. Set up command blocks for most used stuff on the tower and count the stacks used. Alright. But look, I don't play with command blocks. If you do, that's fine. But I personally don't play with command blocks. I actually, in fact, I totally disable commands when I'm playing Minecraft. Because I don't want the temptation. Now I know a lot of the mods that I'm using does make the game easier or different. But in general, I prefer not to have commands or command blocks in my survival worlds. Do I have a villager? That guy up there. Jeez, I don't know why they keep going up the tower. Hello. Do you want to be a librarian, Otis? There you go. And I'm just going to cycle the trades until I get the book I want, which is Unbreaking. And now you can tell me that I'm cheating by doing this. I'm just simply not going to break the work block 1,000,000 times to get the trade I want. Oh really? Passive mobs? I tell them to go as high as possible? But why? Oh, I'm skipping past a few nice books here. I only want Unbreaking. Come on. Really? Now imagine if I had to break this lectern just to keep getting new. Ask Mojang, yes. Lucas, no, I've never wondered about installing the set home. Probably not to swim or get in caves. Well, that kind of makes sense. But look, these villages are so... They fall into holes and caves anyway. And then they can't get out of there. Oh, I almost went by. There we go. Unbreaking and mending. Let's go and sort out our elytra. And then we can actually take a little fly and see what the place looks like from the air. Well, we can do that with 3cam as well, but I just wanna fly. I wanna fly like a bird in the sky. Only reason I'm using command blocks because counting used stuff on survival is easier than counting stuff on creative. Yes, because in survival you can count the stacks that you use, which is a lot easier because in creative You don't actually use the blocks. You only need one in your inventory and you can place like 1,000,000 of them. Alright guys, so now I have definitely done enough enchanting for one day. Jeez, I've spent so much time. I probably spend like about 4 hours today just enchanting tools and armor and stuff. And that I feel that has been enough for one day. Now we can enchant our little elytra, take a little bit of a flight, and then I'll probably start working again on the path going to the village. Also, I rather use scaffolding than to build when flying. Right, so I'm going to put away the emeralds now. I think I've done enough trading for one day. Put the glass away. That iron pants or iron leggings that I've got also go away. Right, unbreaking and mending. That's 2. Then we can hey guys, name for the elytra. What are we naming the elytra? Alright, Punchy, see you tomorrow. Yes, post everything you've got on in the channel on Discord, and then we can work on ideas in Discord. That's perfect. Alright, Lucas, thanks for popping in, you guys. I'll catch you all tomorrow or next time or whatever, whenever you can come back. I'll stream again tomorrow, same time, same place. But will that fit? Yes, that works. Red Bull gave me wings. Perfect. Let's go for a little test flight. Now we can actually see what is around us. Ooh, and I've been thinking of building a little castle or something on this island. Perfect. And I should be able to just fly into... well, I meant to do that. I meant to do that. Alright, so rockets. Keep them on us. No, I don't think I've got an announcements channel. Why? I don't think I've got... Why would I do an announcements channel though? Right, so first off, let's not do that. No, there is a channel for the law. There is a channel for announcing streams. I've actually set it up to automatically post in there whenever I go live in the Discord. There is a channel for that. All right. All right. You know what? I'm not in the mood. I think I'm gonna go back to the Nether and work. All right, Piggy. Be right back. Going to the store. I hope you're still on when I get back. Yes, Piggy. I'll probably be on for another hour, maybe. Not sure. But I'm gonna go back to the Nether. I want to finish taking down that bastion that we've been working on. So maybe I'll just drop off a few things and I'll go back to the bastion. If I can find it, that is. This book I can take off the enchantment. Silk touch, efficiency, unbreaking. All right. I wanna do something with these shulker boxes. Let's see, what color dyes do I have? So blue one. Okay, a blue one. The other two I'll just leave as is. The blue one is going to be renamed. All right, Ponchi, see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Tools and value. Huh? Really, can't I spell? Am I really going to have to? I think that's right. Can't even spell. All right. Anyway, with that done, I think that's right. Okay, so arrows, those can all go into this shulker box. And I can also bring these into this shulker box. Spare rockets, spare arrows. Right, and then these two shulkers we can use just for carrying around random stuff. That can go back in there. The stone, we can leave the stone down here. Great, and now I feel a little bit safer about my goodies. Less likely to lose anything should the worst happen. I lose a life. Well, I will still lose the stuff I've got in my inventory, but I think that's a little bit safer now. Right, then I think we can go back to the nether. Because the nether is now absolutely not a scary place anymore. Okay, well, come on, Horsey. You know what? Horsey, I've got a surprise for you. Got a surprise. You're gonna get new clothes. Ah, isn't that better? That's better. Upgrade complete. Now, I'm not sure. I think we can do netherite horse armor as well now. But I've used my last piece of netherite for my spear. So at some point we might go and look for more ancient debris. Definitely not today. I think for the rest of this stream, I'm going to just maybe take down the rest of the bastion. Or not the rest of the bastion, but we'll see how far we can get. I will just have to see if I can remember which passageway leads to the bastion. Because that's the other thing. Need to remember which one goes to the bastion. Didn't pass it already. No, I highly doubt it. It's the one with the many torches. I think it's the one right at the end there. This one? Yes, it's this one. Let's just, I want to just put a torch down so that I can remember which way to go back home. So last time we were here in the Bastion, when I left the Bastion, my power went off. So the stream kind of ended abruptly. But I mean, let's hope. Let's hope for the best. It's not going to happen again, is it? I hope not. Absolutely hope not. And then I do feel that this... Oh, hello, little guy. So I absolutely am not wearing any gold items, but I'm sure we are kitted out well enough to be able to deal with those piglins if they do try to attack us. So I'm not too scared. I think we are well sorted out in terms of our armor now. This should absolutely not be scary at all anymore. So yes, I do want to finish taking down this bastion. I do need the blackstone for a build that I'm planning. Right now, let's see. Let's just see. What was I busy with last time? I think last time we just finished taking down this wall. So we now need to get down to the next level. Ooh. Going to have to... That. Just so that we can... have a little stairway going down. Like so, then we're in the next level. Great stuff. And then we're just going to continue taking down this place. I think it's just a good idea. Maybe get a torch in my hand that I can see a little better. Not accidentally take down the stairs. Probably do that. We just open up the area surrounding the stairs so that it's obvious that we have stairs there. Oh, didn't really want to do that right now though. I do think we are currently getting to a space or an area where we need to keep our eyes open because there are still piglin brutes in the area, as you can see. I wonder, can we take them down from here? There you go. That should take care of those two. Because look, even though I've got netherite gear, and maybe just put on the chest plate as well. Even though I've got the netherite gear, those guys still hurt. They can still do a lot of damage. And I need to be more careful where I'm stepping. I don't want to accidentally fall into a lava pit or something. But should I actually use my silk touch? I think, oh yes. Don't need to fall down there. I'm sure if my reaction's alright, I should be able to get out of the lava without actually dying. But knowing me, I will probably forget which way is up and just lose my life anyway. So let's rather try to not fall into any simple silly holes. Now, am I going to be able to reach that though? Alright, I got it. Got rid of that little piece because that would have bothered me if I couldn't take care of it. Now what's going on? How did I miss those pieces? I don't know how I missed those. That's alright, they are gone. I do have, this is silk touch. As long as these piggies don't walk in front of my pickaxe, we'll be safe. We'll be safe. Absolutely. Now we need to figure out the staircase on this side. Right, we can take that away. Right, so that's the staircase sorted out. Maybe just cover up the floor around the staircase. And look, this is... I find that taking down a bastion like this is a slow process. It takes time. I need to be careful not to... I mean, if the smallest misstep can land me in not in deep water, it can land me in deep lava, which is worse than water. And as I said, me falling in lava, I will probably lose all sense of direction and swim down instead of up until I burn myself to a crisp. Even this netherite armor probably isn't gonna save me. Hi, Edit. How are you doing today, my friend? Are you watching from YouTube, it would seem? How's it? How's your... Well, I keep asking today, I keep asking people how their weekend has been so far. I keep forgetting that today is only Friday, so the weekend is only starting. But anyway, hello, welcome in, and how are you doing, my friend? I am just carefully taking down a bastion, because I've got a project that I want to use this blackstone stair or blackstone bricks for. And yes, I know there's easier ways to get blackstone, but I mean, I enjoy taking down structures. I think at some point I will even go and, or not maybe, I am definitely going to take down an ocean monument as well at some point. Because why? I want the prismarine blocks. Then once I'm done taking down the ocean monument, maybe we can build a little bit of a guardian farm or something. So many things to do in Minecraft and so little time to do it in. Absolutely a load of projects that I want to still get to in this world. But yes, I feel this week has been absolutely awesome for the Minecraft world is we got the netherite, killed the ender dragon, and we've even got our elytra all in a week. And that might not sound like a big deal, right? But I've been playing Minecraft for 14 years, and I've never had any of those things. Not in survival, anyway. Yes, I've played with an elytra and a netherite in creative, but I've never had it in survival Minecraft. So that's an achievement to me. Major achievement in my eyes. Alright, let's take this side down. So looking down here, we've still got a little bit of way to go to get to the bottom. So one of the reasons why I'm taking down the bastion, as I said, one of the reasons is obviously the fact that I want to use the blackstone bricks for a build that I've got an idea for. And then the other idea is that I want to, well, see if I can build a little froglight farm. And we have the magma spawner down here in the treasure room. So it just makes sense. If I take this whole bastion down, I have a lot of space surrounding it, a lot of open space. Then we can maybe build a nice little frog farm, froglight farm down here. I do think we've had a lot of excitement for the stream so far. Definitely had a lot of excitement for the stream so far. So what better way than just a chill little demolition session? Now where is... Thought I heard you. And now I won't hear you anymore. Thank you very much for your service. Let's take down this little area as well. I do believe the blackstone I'm getting from this bastion, even though I am obviously losing a lot of it in the lava down below. And yes, the blocks that falls down, I'm not always going down to pick it up. Most of the blocks that falls, I'm happy to just lose them. Because I'm definitely trying to not be to take too many risks here. I've worked hard to get my netherite armor. I don't want to lose it. But anyway, even with that said, I think the number of blackstone blocks we are getting from this place is going to get me quite far into the project I've got in mind. I think, yes. Inventory is absolutely full. Probably time to go and just clear it up. Empty it out a little bit. Just before we go up the scaffolding. Because that is a little bit of a dangerous trip if there's any nasty ghosties about. Just need to make sure it's clear. As if a ghost were to shoot down this scaffolding, that's gonna be a pain in the butt. Absolutely. And if it shoots it down while I'm on it, well, I can switch to my elytra and just glide. But the possibility is always that we end up in lava, which is not going to be fun to me at all. Might be fun to watch, definitely not going to be fun to me. Right, I do have 2 shulker boxes in the ender chest, so when we're done digging, we can at least carry more of these things, these blocks back home than we used to be able to. Now let's just get down as quickly as possible so that there's no possibility of any ghosts shooting at us. I hate those guys. Absolutely hate them. I wonder, let's quickly just use free cam, yeah? Alright, so I should be able to take this down from the bottom, so I don't need to worry about that right now. So let's continue on our way around this place. I do have the feeling I'm going to eventually have to go back into the end so that we can gather up a few more shulker shells. So I've only got 3 shulker boxes at the moment, which I feel might not be enough for the long run. But I was so scared in the end. And I know there's not much to be scared of. Phew, Enderman. The shulkers does scare me. If they shoot you up in the air, that could be a little bit dangerous. I know, I can use my ender pearls to save myself. Now that I've got the elytra, I can easily just use the elytra to glide down. Ooh, and almost fell down there, even though that wouldn't have been so bad. I hate these places. All the holes in the floors. And look, I'm being careful, but at least I'm not being that careful. As I know in the past, I tend to usually, as I go along, I fill up the holes in the floor. Make sure I can't fall down. But in the end, that only creates extra work. Because now when you take down the next level, you have to take down all the blocks that you've placed, so that's kind of double work. So I'm trying to do this without actually filling in the holes. I will fill in here and there where I feel it's really necessary, where it feels dangerous to me. I'll fill it in. But for the most part, just trying to step or tread carefully. This music that plays in the background, kinda, it's not really spooky, it's just like, it's kind of, it makes you feel more relaxed about the nether. And then when something does attack you, you get that additional shock from the jump scare, because the music has been telling you that all is well, all is fine, it's safe, nothing to worry about. And boom, something comes out of nowhere, just jump scares you. The risk of that with the jump scare, it might just let you jump off an edge into a lava puddle, pool, lake. Might just motivate you to try and swim in lava to get away. That's even more dangerous. This is relatively safe, as long as I don't fall down there. This should be alright. Right, all done. All done. Now I can take down the walls, which is, the walls now is a little bit more dangerous, because, well, we are actually over here, we are getting there. But yes, taking down the walls just opens up opportunity for other nasty guys to get to us. Even though the only real danger is if we maybe come across the ghast. Because the rest of the guys probably can't get up here. Like right there, did you see that guy? All acting innocent. Then just when you're not looking at him, you will shoot a fireball. Oh, and those guys probably gonna shoot at me if I don't deal with them first. See, where's that ghast? Hear it, but I can't see it anymore, so well, just gonna have to do this. Now, a couple of the fireballs from the ghast definitely isn't gonna do any real damage. The bigger damage is the whole shock factor. Let's go and grab that experience. Get my arrow back. Ooh, and he dropped a enchanted crossbow. Piercing, I can tell you where piercing can go. Piercing can go right down there into the lava. See, now this is a little bit more dangerous, even though there's no nasty piggies spawning over here. The piggies will spawn, well, definitely not around here, even though those guys are pretty much need to be taken care of. I mean, they need to be taken care of whenever I notice them, because otherwise they might just come up from behind me at some point, and that's not going to be fun. That will definitely not be fun. So they're all going to jump scare me, and I might just do something irresponsible like jump into a lava lake to try and get away from them. I'm not wearing any gold, so they will be a little bit aggressive against me if they notice me. But I feel currently the protection I get from the netherite gear is better than the safety that the gold offers, in the sense of that those guys won't be attacking me. So I will rather have them attack me and I can defend myself than have them not interested in me. And listen, dude, you walking in front of my pickaxe, and then when I do hit you, you want to call all your buddies to come and take me out? Yeah, you see exactly that, yes. Now, if it's only one or two, or a handful of them trying to attack me, I can deal with that. Like I say, armor is decent enough, my weapons are good. But if 100 of them were to rush me, that'll be a little more difficult to deal with. So instead of being irresponsible and allowing them to, we'll just try and be safe. Try and be careful, not mess with them. At least this pickaxe is rather not too slow. Actually, quite decent speed getting out of it. Ooh. This is a bit of a drop, but not deadly. I do have feather falling on my boots. The drop is definitely not deadly, and oh my word. Just look at how intimidating that guy looks with an enchanted spear. Now, if that guy were to attack me with that enchanted spear, that's definitely going to hurt a little bit. Should be able to defend myself, but it is going to cause a little bit of damage, which I obviously want to try and avoid. I'm hearing another ghost about. As long as I can't see him, he shouldn't be able to see me. Except when he's coming at me from the back, then he will definitely see me. But we should be able to hear when he blasts us with a fireball. And I should be able to react and still be safe afterwards. Now, what else are we hearing? Did I maybe hear a magma cream, magma cube, whatever? Now see, the inventory is already full again. There's the mushrooms. Move. The salt, let's put that in the bundle as well. To give me a little bit of extra time to dig a little more. Alright, now the inventory is, well, definitely full. That's one. Yes, let's go and empty out the inventory. Just need to make sure it's safe. Again, as I said earlier, if a ghost were to shoot this scaffolding down, that's going to be a little bit of a pain. Just move, move, move. And we're back to safety. Absolutely safe. Okay, before I do that, let me just get a bit of a drink. Let's see, I think for today's stream, we'll just finish taking down these outside walls I'm busy with. and then I'll call it for the night. Tomorrow is another day. We can continue with it tomorrow. I'll probably do a little more of it off stream, maybe not. Just see how the day goes tomorrow. I think on the stream tomorrow we'll start working either on this mega project area. I do really want to get started with it, or we will start working on the village, because that's another project I do want to get started with. Okay, so this wall needs to come down. Also 2 blocks. Nothing dangerous should be spawning there. Endermen, but they are pretty harmless as long as you don't look them in the eye. Let's see, how much do I still have to do? It's this whole wall and then that whole wall. So 2 walls. Shouldn't take too long now, should it? But yes, it is about... I should actually get to bed in the next 10 minutes or so. But I think we'll... if it takes a little longer, we'll just go with it. Take this down. Transport some of this blackstone back to the overworld so that when we get going tomorrow, we already have it in the overworld. Since I do have the shulker chests, shulker boxes now, it should be much easier to transport these things to the overworld. And then look, guys, those of you that's watching on YouTube, look, I'm all right with you watching on YouTube. I've got no issues with it, but sometimes I do stream exclusively on Twitch. I don't always multicast. And when you do leave chat messages on YouTube, I might miss them sometimes, so I would suggest the link to my Twitch is in my YouTube profile. Would suggest you guys checking out the channel on Twitch, and then also the Discord. I've got a Discord. The link should also be in the profile, both on YouTube and Twitch. There's that cast, I heard it. Definitely hear it. Don't see it. So if we are going to go ahead and build a froglight farm down here, definitely going to have to... Ah, I see you. Can I actually get you? Probably not. Going to have to get a better view. Let's see. Actually see it now. Where is it? There you are. visible from here. There you go. Ja, thank you for your service. And goodbye. Probably going to need to figure out how I'm going to take down that little bridge over there as well. That might be a little more complicated. Not complicated, but more time consuming, I would say. There's definitely, I can definitely hear another ghost somewhere. Oh, and just check for those guys now. Having an ender party, would seem. And I'm not invited. Truth be told, I'm glad not to be invited. Because how do you go to a party without looking at the guests or looking at the host? So it's probably safer for me not to be invited to that party. Alright, this is the last wall. We will need to deal with that bridge, but we can do that. I can do that off stream, or we can do it next time. Not going to bother with it right now. Right, so now we are... Now that guy need to deal with. So I'm not wearing any gold, and he will cause trouble. If he spots me, he's going to attack me. So we just deal with them whenever we see them. Well, if I see them up there, like that one, there's one up there, but geez, if he jumps down to try and come at me, he's not gonna survive the fall. But ooh, hello. Just get rid of you before you start firing or spitting fireballs at me. Definitely don't need that in my life. So I do think the best thing to do would be try and get a little staircase down. Like that. So that we can get up to the bridge. It just makes it easier to take down the bridge. Then we'll come from this side Just break the wall down up to the start of the bridge. So we'll deal with the bridge next time. Now I definitely don't want something to attack me from this direction, pushing me down into this lava. Absolutely not a fun thought. Well, it will make for interesting content, definitely. Absolutely. Won't mean anything good for my heart rate. These baby piggies running so fast always gives me a little bit of a scare. Right, and I think that's where we're stopping for now. That's definitely where we're going to stop for now. Let me get back up. Grab the bow, make sure it's safe. No nasty ghasties around. This guy. Ooh. Dude. How am I gonna get past you now? No, 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 no. Jeez. Any ghosts around? No, no, not seeing any. Okay, let's make a go for it. Oh, the stress of doing that every time. Oh no. Alright, let's see if we can get the shulkers out. See how much stuff we can take back to the surface with us. We should be able to take a full double chest with us. Misfit, welcome back. Or welcome in, or welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm just like playing in the nether again, as you might be able to notice. Been taking down a little more of the bastion. So thanks, well, thank you for checking in, Misfit. Highly appreciate it. So for now, I just want to see how much of this blackstone I can take up to the surface with me. because I'm getting ready to sign off for the day. Hopefully this time my power doesn't go out as I'm making my way back to the overworld. As you would remember last time, my electricity provider decided that I've played enough and I should actually go sleep. So let's hope there's none of that today. So right, let's make our way back to the surface. Because honestly speaking, even though I am at this moment pretty safe in the Nether, it's still a scary place. Where I absolutely do not want to spend too much time. Yes, it is. And Misfit, you know what? Doesn't matter what we say, especially in your stream, it doesn't matter what we say. And I don't care who you are. I think the Nether will always be a scary place. You know, even though I've got all these nice little passageways, which are relatively safe, the Nether still scares the hell out of me. But then I also have to say, the end is kind of just as scary, also a scary place. Definitely don't want to spend too much time in the end either. But I will probably go back to the end at some point because I am going to need more shulkers. Now I only got enough shulker shells for 3 shulker boxes. So I'll probably have to go back there and get more at some point. But that some point could be, I don't know when. You say you're sure you'll be back there tomorrow? Well, listen, Misfit. I don't know how you feel. You've got 2 ancient debris now, right? Now if I was in your shoes, it would have felt that I just have to go back for more. Even though I know you are going to the Nether looking for Blackstone or Blackstone. Is it Blackstone? Eh? And check, Horsey has got an upgrade. Our Horsey has got an upgrade. Actually rocking the diamond armor that we found in the end. Yes, so you have to go back because you need Blackstone. But can you honestly tell me that the temptation to try and find more ancient debris isn't there? I'm sure the temptation must be there. If I was you, I would be highly tempted. Oh, for sure you want more. Definitely. Alrighty, now I have plenty of Blackstone. Plenty of variety as well. I'm going to have to, because I'm gonna need the blackstone to start building down there. So I kinda don't want the... kinda need them. I kinda need to get some chests and go and put them down there. I don't really see how I'm gonna do that. Let's see. Can I put a stack in here? Grab a few chests. And then let's just go and clear the inventory of blackstone. And then I'm gonna call it for the night. Also need to get to bed. So let's see. We're just gonna empty this inventory down here. So I think tomorrow I want to start working on this first level of this tower. This level needs to be right down here. Okay, that's a little overkill. I don't need that many chests, do I? But I have to say, Misfit, it's nice having the shulker boxes. It just means you can carry so much more things with you. So I'm definitely gonna have to go back to the end to get more shulkers. Misfit. and you know what? I've been to the end. And look. The dragon fight itself. You can be really careful with it. And then it takes a lot of time, but it's not really all that scary. I mean, you were here when we did it. It's not all that scary fighting the dragon. But going about in the end looking for the wings, that was more scary to me. I'm being honest with you now. Actually, going to the end, walking about, like finding your way across the depths of the void, that that is scary. And yes, I do have them now, which I'm very happy about. And like I say, I'm going to have to go back to the end for more shulkers, and I'm absolutely not looking forward to it. But I am looking forward to having more shulker boxes though. So it's something that we just might absolutely have to do. So, but yes, anyway, I don't know, Misfit, is Angel or Muck still on? I can just raid them. I definitely need to go to bed. Oh, the mushrooms in there. And yes. So, and Misfit. Before I go though, I did actually go in Vanilla Tweaks and downloaded a little data pack to just help me chopping trees, because you know what? Boom. It just it got to be a little bit too much chopping trees manually. Just started working on my nerves. So I did get a few nice data packs. So to make concrete, I can just drop the concrete powder into a cauldron that's filled with water, and it will turn into concrete. And the same with making mud. There's a data pack that allows you to drop the dirt into a cauldron with water, and it will turn the dirt into mud. So, but yes, anyway, Misfit, thank you for being here. Thank you for coming back in. I know, how's the headache feeling? But thank you for your consistent support. I really do appreciate it. But let me see if there's anybody on that I can raid. And then I definitely need to call it tonight. Because I've been talking too much, I feel. So let's say, what is Muck doing? I have. Oh, all right. Look, we're gonna raid Dev and see, because Al is online. Miss Penguin Drag is in there. So let's go and raid Dev for a change.